Hi, Simon from The Whole Thing. I'm very excited to share with you some of my insights on planning a sales negotiation. Planning is typically not done very well by salespeople, and I think this is extremely important. So here are my top five tips. Planning needs to be mindful of the other steps in the negotiation cycle, which include you plan for a discussion. The discussion results in a proposal, which then hopefully you get called in to bargain, to trade, to then take it to closure. So planning needs to see the way forward. So in order to establish the first top tip, you need to know what you want. So first tip is know what you want. What do you want out of this particular negotiation? Set an expectation for every single call that you make throughout. Success equals performance less expectation. What do I want? Tip number one, have an objective. Tip number 2 and 3 require you to place yourself in the prospect or the buyer's shoes. Yes? Number 2 is, what do they want? What do they want out of this situation? Yes? So anticipate what they might want. Step number 3 is, what will they accept? So you've tried to understand what they want. What will they accept given the situation as you understand it, and which you need to qualify? Now the idea, ladies and gentlemen, is you take your prospect from what they want and what they'll accept towards you, what you want. Now to do that requires you to better understand what they want and what they'll accept. So you need to develop questions. So your investigation yourself on what they want and what they'll accept will result in some questions. These questions should be asked at the discussion, and they should be qualified or not, but that will help you better understand the buyer's expectations of the sales negotiation. Very important. So step number 4 requires you to realize there are obstacles in the way to you pulling the buyer or prospect towards what you want. And these are typically 3 big things: PPC, price, people, and competition. So price, you need to understand your boundaries in any negotiation. And when you're talking about boundaries in price, your sales management should be giving you a limb, a like, intend, and must get position. Yes, you always want to sell on your like. However, the buyer will push you back towards your must get. And that's your refer back price. Yes, that's your refer back price. But the salesman should be able to close within the boundaries of their sales. So you must understand the price elements, your boundaries and expectations. People, who are the other people involved in this process? Let's call them stakeholders. These people have an impact on your sales result. Stakeholders include people in your own business whom you can leverage to help you, they become aids to your selling, or there are people in the prospects business who also has an impact on your decision. So don't anticipate your conversation with one person is all that you need to do in a sales negotiation. You need to understand the significance of their influence, yes, and their authority within the situation. So sales negotiation requires attention to people too. The last one's competition. Yes, this is who we've got to beat in order to win the business. So you need to know your product, but as well as the competition's product in certain situation very, very well. So step number 4 is understand and prepare to overcome these obstacles or objections. Step number 5 is prepare a wish list. Prepare conditions that you can place against concessions that the buyer will force you to reduce from your like position towards your must get. So conditions against, if they're prepared to do this, you're prepared to do that. If you're prepared to do this as a condition, a concession is what you're going to give away. Conditions could be pay earlier, give me more quantity, refer me please, or introduce me to another contact. These are all very, very useful. So ladies and gentlemen, they're my top 5 tips on planning a sales negotiation, which will help you quickly prepare for any sales call. Understand what you want. Put yourself in the buyer's shoes and try to understand what they want. what they will accept. Quickly you can develop some questions. Look at the obstacles and the challenges ahead. Typically, what are the price requirements? What are your boundaries? What are your like, intend and must get? Who are the other people involved? And what are the competition that I've got to beat in order to win? And lastly, of course, is prepare your wish list, because very often, ladies and gentlemen, you're put under pressure. The focus of a call does come onto price, and your skills should take off away from the price and trade. Yes, you need to be prepared for trading. If you do this, then I can do that. So I hope you liked my top 5 tips on planning for a sales negotiation. I wish you all the very best in your professional selling, and I look forward to the prospect of meeting you at some point in the future. Thank you very much.